So my number one camera is out of battery, and I'm using my number two camera to keep filming. And you probably have already finished that video. I just uploaded. So but I still want to keep talking right now. So keep at this topic. Know your enemy. So I kept thinking about that day of experience for many times during these years. Was that had some point to my life, because at that moment it was definitely 100% negative event happened to me. But now it's no longer 100% negative. It's still part negative, but there are actually some positive out of it. It made me understand China more, and that's a positive thing to me. So I want to have more of that in the future. I would definitely have not more of that in the future. I never went that same way. I never ride my bicycle through the city during the daytime. I actually did ride my bicycle through the city to actually explore the city at like 3 a.m. Well, while there are no traffic cops there try to ride you in a goddamn... I'm lost in the word. I was just using that word instead. A civil way, like a... I'm still trying to get the word. No, never mind. A... Goddamn, I even forget the second word. Civil, yeah, I believe that the word is civil. Civilization, right? Like try to act at a way that is polite, and they call that law. You must follow the law. Even the law is ridiculous. Like I took the car lane for like 1 second, and like stop, money. It's ridiculous. I still think that's ridiculous. That was a saying. Yeah. But I understand China more. That day experience made me not to do these stupid things, and it's obvious to me now. And god damn it, there are people after people after people being just get themselves into that type of troubles every new other day. And many of them had multiple of that. So one was enough for me to never had that experience ever. And it took some people like literally 100 times to have 100 times of fine to finally get tired of that. In China, there are people being treated like animals, like food stocks every new other day, and there are still millions of people on their way of being treated horribly. Sometimes it made me wonder, when would they be enough fed up for that? Why that still happens every day? When you understand, when you actually know the Chinese character and start looking for Chinese content on YouTube, there are actually tons of Chinese content on YouTube, which I watch. I watch every other couple of days. Basically mainly news, yeah. And when you scroll down, you see the comments. You will find a lot of them, like 70% of them, of people blaming the control. Almost like they are the bad guy, treat us like shit. They are the problem. I'm really, for me, when I'm reading those comments, I really love to reply every single one of them, which are tens of millions, literally, to tell them that you are the problem. You may not agree with me, but I will still tell it straight that they are the problem, that they don't think they are. They're always blaming is this control system that kept them into prison. But they don't understand they are part of it. From at least I can tell from my experience, for those people who have fines for 10 times and still on their way to having that, I believe that's an average number in my city. You can do something like me. Just go around the city and you will never have that. Or ride your bicycle through the city during the midnight. Well, it's not normal way of people doing things, like normal, but that gets you out of troubles. That's what I took, and I had nothing to regret doing that. They could absolutely do that. I'm human, they are human. I'm literally riding my bicycle on the further distance. I literally ride my bicycle during the time that troubles are in their home sleeping. And I never had that, and I enjoy of never having that. These people must enjoy to pay the fine. Otherwise, why they have this again and again and again and again and again and again and again? I'm dizzy. Oh, it's so stupid, isn't it? They are the problem. Like, literally everyone in this city did the same thing like I did, which are taking different ways surrounding those like raiders, and they literally have no income for one day. Maybe a week they will stop doing that, and no one will be potentially treated badly. Talking about people being treated badly, Chinese are so good at being treated badly. So there are people who sell things on the street, try to survive, try to get money for food, and it's massive. And it's technically not allowed. It's being written in this law. Not to have like personal business. It's not allowed in the law, but it happens anyway. That's how Chinese live, and the law here don't seem to be like that serious. Most of the time, we don't actually have a proper law. It's a joke, and people just sells things on the street every day, and most of them get rid of it, no problem. But there will be this bunch of poor guys. They sell things on the street, on a very crowded street, probably in part of the center of the city, and they are they're one grade lower than the cops, but they still in their uniform, in the manner quote unquote maintain the order of the street, like tidy cleanliness bullshit. First, they have to find like excuse to do things what they enjoy, which are beating 80 years, like for example, beating 80 years of people, like an 80-year-old woman's head against the ground, and one guy, like 90 kilograms, run, jump, and put all his weight onto that lady's head, like jump and squash, just kick, almost if try to squash. It's brutal, I know. And there are people having that every single new day. How could that still happen? Like part of me don't get it. Oh yeah, people need to sell things. Then just don't stay at the like if you are sell things on street, if you do that business, you will have a nose of knowing where, smelling, sensing where those goddamn raiders are. It should be easy, very easy for you to get away around it, because there are very few. You just move to less crowded place. You just find those people's pattern and not to get caught. I think it should be easy to do that if you are trying to live with it, and people still get caught every day. It's not like like those bunch of uniform people show up completely out of surprise, completely out of place that you would never think of they would appear. It's not like, okay, I'm hiding at some little corner and there are like a couple of people went by past like every 1 minute, right? It's totally like clean place, and I try to sneaky sell my products there, try to survive. And then suddenly there's a bunch of 12 of them show up. It's not like that. It's like you are in the most obvious place to get abused by their excuse because you are trying to sell things. Because that's against their law, so they can't have a reason to abuse you in their most excitement. In that way, if you still do that, you deserve it. And many Chinese did it. Maybe because, well, if you stand on a crowded place, you may have like couple cash more because of the heavier crowd. You understand what I mean? Yeah, more money. They try to get more money. I understand they try to survive. They are poor. But do you really want it to be treated like a absolutely piece of dirt? I couldn't find anything more valuable than that, which can be treated so bad. And yet they still do it, just because they could have some little bit money more. I think I do believe those uniform riders exist for a reason, and the reason are those people continuously suffering themselves, try to get a little more money. They deserve it. They rather being treated like an animal, try to get a couple more of money, which will buy them like maybe 1 more days of food at most. If we have that type of news every day, you wouldn't think this world have a hope. But I still do. Because I knew not everyone that's stupid. I'm trying to share my experience. Try to make less people that stupid. Oh my goodness. They must be up for this. Before they're born, they sign a paper. Look, I am gonna go to this crazy experience, I'm gonna be willing to treat it like shit. Because I want to experience that. They must sign that. Otherwise, how? Just how? Explain that to me. It don't make sense. So backing to those people, to those Chinese, leave a comment saying, blaming the control. They are the problem. They are inviting this evil control to come here, to teach them a lesson, to make them pay, so they may realize, right? We should do something. Until the day they had enough. I don't know when. I hope that be faster. So they finally decided that, okay, we don't have it anymore. We don't want to be. We had enough of being treated like a piece of crap, being flushed into fucking pipe, and being stored in the container for whoever fucking length of time. We don't have that anymore. We start blaming. Okay, look, we are not gonna blaming anyone else. We gonna take actions and just try to get avoid of that. Even just run away from it. Do whatever what it takes to not have that. Cause I had that enough. They are there and saying, look, we standing here, those readers, uniform readers, shouting, look, people, we standing here. We draw a circle. If anyone stand into it, we're gonna punch them for the best ability we could. Would anyone stand there? Definitely no one would. But those people, against those quote-unquote law, again, they're doing the same thing. They just haven't realized. Like, don't live here. Don't be into that crowd which those uniform raiders will show up and punch. Just don't be there. Be somewhere else. You'll be fine. Don't for that couple of more money and being beaten like shit. And worth it. And worth it. Oh my god. If every Chinese start from tomorrow saying that, look, today I'm not gonna treat myself potentially that bad, being beaten. I'm gonna do something else. I'm still gonna try to earn money, but I'm gonna do something else to avoid myself being beaten in that way. And in that day, whole China, it might probably gonna be the saddest day for those uniform raiders, for the control, for the high mind of this Chinese control. It's gonna be a sad day for them because they have no one to abuse with, which they absolutely enjoyed, and it's gonna be a very depressing day for them. And not gonna be too long, they gonna just die off. They don't have nothing to excite with. Probably they're gonna kill themselves because their life is boring. Because no one is standing in this obvious circle to inviting abuse to themselves. And eventually the control won't find enough excitement to keep asking them to be here. They will leave. It's gonna be gone. This pain of Chinese having is gonna gone. The world's gonna be a better place. You don't contribute to it by blame the controls, the force. They are the fucking bad guys. But no, I'm gonna use my brain, think a little bit, listen to my heart a little bit. And no, today I'm trying to survive, but I'm not gonna stand into that crowded place because I know this fucking control is gonna come. I'm gonna hide somewhere else and try to live. It's inside you. It's inside you. It's no one else. Problems come from yourself. Change yourself, you change everything. How long would people understand? How many more times for them to realize this? Change yourself. The problem came from yourself. Don't blame anything. Change yourself, everything will change. That easy. That easy. Please make this faster. Come on, you